What up, Dokkaners? So where is the global top grossing since JP got their top grossing ages ago? It should be tonight. The reason why it's been delayed is because normally, while it is a couple of days off, it just so happened to be right as the weekend was starting, and they normally don't do things during the weekend. So as the weekend is concluding, they would drop it. So it's probably going to be tonight. If not tonight, it would be tomorrow. That being said, let's talk about the new content that is coming up in the game. So besides all of the massive EZA announcements that we've been given over the last couple of days, 9 in total to be exact. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Did I miss one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then 9. Shinrun. Sorry. So with these 9, that only makes 9. There's the 10th one missing. That 10th one will be showing up in the new Ultimate Clash Part 2 that's going to be dropping with this new content drop. So this is the 80th Dokkan Clash Part 2. So this is the revamped or updated version where it's going to be a little bit less of a grind, but more so of a focused challenge. And they are going to be providing the medals to EZA, the LR Legion of Shadow Dragons. Now, when it comes to the Battlefield Shop, the Battlefield Memory, this has always been one of the stupidest things about Dokkan. They never seem to give you more of those to where you can catch up. It's always been, if you play the game since day one, you have enough to get all of them as long as you completed every single clash from the event's conception. That's not something that most people can do. And this is something that has been very increasingly frustrating because every new character that releases gets increasingly more expensive, but not necessarily any better. So with this guy's EZA dropping, we have to wait and see what the EZA looks like for it even to be worth picking up, let alone multiple copies. For me, in my tenure with Dokkan, I was not able to complete the first 3 or 4 clashes. So I have enough of a discrepancy with the game where I am not able to rainbow everybody. I basically have them at 79% at most, and then whatever character gets an EZA, I am fortunate enough to have enough memory to then buy those medals and also the remaining copies to rainbow them. So if anything, I will probably skip the rainbowing if I can no longer afford it, but that's kind of where I'm at. It's stupid. I hope that these dummies can actually fix that because otherwise it's just impossible to catch up. So that's going to be dropping. We also have the Perfect Cooperation Team Battle Stages 5 and 6. This will probably, I don't know if this will be the last of this event. We might get a couple more with maybe part 3, but with this one, we're going to be getting more EX orbs and a wallpaper. And preparation is going to be starting on July 27th. So when it comes to these like data download preparation sort of announcements or new content coming in, there's usually some sort of a unique time signature that the data miners can take away from it. So in this particular case, the time signature for this one indicates 6 a.m. GMT, July 28th, which constitutes July 27th, 11 p.m., aka tonight. So half a day from me posting this video, most likely. That is when we're going to be getting a data download. In that data download, we should get all of the stuff for this event, that EZA, which we'll finally get to see unless they announce it before that, and all of these EZAs, all of their data, all of their medals and whatnot will be in the game. And we will maybe even see, as far as upcoming missions, if these characters can be done via missions or do we actually have to pre-farm them, because they're all, well, these are the super EZAs, but everybody else, they're just sub EZAs. They all require medals from pre-existing events, and normally they don't assist you with that sort of thing. You have to do the due diligence. So is that going to be the case again, or will they actually give us some assist missions to complete all this stuff? Because that's very annoying to have to farm out. Also, these characters and their EZAs are going to be dropping sequentially, because if you guys may recall, in the Dokkan Now Part 2 special, they said after announcing the 10 upgrades, the Extreme Z Awakens and the Super Extreme Z Awakens that have been introduced today will become available sequentially during the campaign. So don't know if that specifically means like each individual character will drop on a different day. I have a feeling more so it'll just be in groups. Maybe like the first 3 will be one day, the next 3 will be the next day, or something like that. Or maybe they just simply split it off into EZAs as one drop and then Super EZAs as the next one. That's probably the more likely scenario, because EZAs and Super EZAs tend to just be different anyway in terms of content drop. So yeah, we'll have to wait and see. I think that's how it was for Vegito Blue and AGL Rose at the start of the celebration. I could be wrong. But other than that, that's pretty much it. This is not a very long video. This is a short little video. Content coming up. Data download should be tonight. In that data download, we should get more missions. We should see everything that's going to be happening over the next couple of days. This probably won't wrap up part 2 because we still have to get one more mission, because there are 3 mystery missions on the panel. The second part's board 2, right? So based on part 1, one of them would be the perfect cooperation team battle thing. The next one would be, I already forgot. Well, let's go back and look. What was the part 1 missions? I already forgot. Part 1, not this one. It was board 2. Special battle, divine wrath, mortal will, perfect cooperation. It was a new event, and then it was clear perfect cooperation team battle. But for this one, there's a third one. Proton actually had the tweet. Let me find that again. Oh, no. We don't actually know the third one. So one of them would be perfect cooperation team battle based on what we know. And then the next one would be When Wishes Backshot, the Birth of the Shadow Dragons. That event, we're going to be getting like a boss rush version of that for stage 9, just like the Divine Wrath Mortal Will. And the final one is for an event ID that has not been determined yet. So that might or might not be in the data download. And that might, if it's not in the data download, would be something that drops perhaps the following week to wrap up part 2 or maybe go into part 3. Part 3, we still don't know what's going to be in part 3. Some people are hoping that Trunks and Vegeta's EZA could drop. Maybe in Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta's EZA could drop. Maybe it's Daima, maybe it's something else. I don't know. But that may or may not be revealed in this upcoming data download. So a lot of information could be still up for grabs after this. But regardless, we got some good content coming up. And, you know, I hate to admit it. I've been seeing it online. I've been seeing people talk about it. It does feel like this celebration, while it's been giving us a lot in terms of characters, in terms of teams to run, the content seems to be sort of lacking. So I'm also hoping that if we do get some extra stuff either via this data download or in part 3, we get some more content that can give us more, not only just experiences, but also stones. I think we just need to get more stones in general. And not, when I say we, I'm not talking about me. I know Toon's trying to pretend to be free to play. Yeah, I'm talking about you guys. Okay, I'm talking about y'all. I got my own exclusive free to play stone farming stage. Y'all don't have access to that. Anyway, that's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to like down below. Leave in the comments your thoughts on the upcoming data download. What EZA are you most looking forward to seeing? What are your thoughts on the possibility of the LR Legion of Shadow Dragons EZA being good? What are some ideas for what the build could look like? And if there's anything else you want to share, feel free to do so in the comments down below. Also, be sure to subscribe for more content of the future and click the notification bell so that you let YouTube know you want to see more of my stuff doing. Thanks again. Stay tuned, and always remember to Dokkan responsibly.